Namaskar. Welcome to Ek Bharat Shreshtha Bharat. We are at the nature where the traditional medicinal system and herbs generate, and also we can say that where the traditional medicinal system and herbs originate. As we can see there are a lot of big plants grown, and here as you can see it's already been a tree. So for a plant being a tree, it takes lot of dedication and lot of hard work in human beings in nurturing the plants and making it grow. Mankind is dependent upon herbs, animal products, minerals for a healthcare. Our ancestors have been completely dependent on the traditional medicinal system by studying plants in their neighborhood through a certain healthy products. This has been passed on to generations, where it is passed on through oral and also through many types of codic transitions. India is originally been referred to as traditionally medicinal system place. It is where the traditionally medicinal system originated. The word Ayurveda also refers to traditionally medicinal systems. The word Ayurveda was originated between 2500 to 500 BC. The medicinal systems also was mentioned in our ancient Vedas and also in the scriptures. Our ancestors used the traditional medicinal systems and also herbs for the treatment, depending on any treatment such as wounds or any other ailment in the body. Our ancestors have always been using the traditional medicinal system in their times. So as we can see there, a small herb is being grown to a tree, and how it is grown to a tree and how it is being used in the treatment, let us see how this is being carried out in our generation. Herbs are plants with aromatic properties that are used for flavoring and garnishing food. Herbs are found in and around houses, fields, which can be used as medicine. These are the plants that are grown as a food, and they are widely used in treating diseases. Herbs have a fleshy or juicy stem when they are grown. The stem of these herbs develop hard, woody tissue when they grow old. Many herbs can also be grown indoors. The plants grow well with a little care. The gardeners plant herbs in a good soil that has been well cultivated. They choose a sunny spot near a window. Ginger and pepper are two of the most extensively studied ingredients in herbal medicine. Ginger and pepper helps in digestion, cold and cough. It also boosts immunity, improves stomach performance, fight respiratory problems, improve blood circulation, and it also helps to relieve stress. These have been used for centuries to treat a variety of ailments. Both can be consumed in various ways and are available as supplements. Let us have an insight about traditional medicines. So doctor, can you tell us more about the traditional systems?
Traditional systems means the systems of medicine which evolved from the years to years, centuries to centuries. The whole global healthcare is taken care by the traditional systems of medicine in their local areas of their system. For example, in China, it is taken care by the Chinese system of medicine. In India, in the Indian system of medicines like Ayurveda, Unani, and naturopathy, yoga, siddha, etc. And in other countries also, their own system, traditional systems are making use for their health care.
Doctor, can you just tell us about how do we cater the health issues and during the health services?
Till date, even though there are so many medical sciences are there, but the 60 to 70% of the population is taking care of their health by the traditional systems of medicine in their own countries. As per the WHO's report, it exhibits. So, the traditional systems are helping or healing the human beings from so many ailments.
As an individual, if at all we get affected by fever or cough or something, what does an individual need to do?
The cause of the fever should be traced out and the cause should be treated. In traditional systems, it doesn't go for the treating the fever. It is removing the cause is the main intention of the traditional systems. That's why, for example, if the fever is because of Agnimandya, because of bad condition of their fire or digestive fire, so they will increase the fire, the amapachana, whatever we call, amapachana will take place, then automatically the fever will come down. Depends on the different types of fever, the treatment modalities are also going to change.
The word herb basically defines a small plant. As a normal individual, a herb is known as a small plant. To know more deeper into herbs and what does it do with the traditional medicinal system,
Their years together, the human being uses for their food the herbs, and as well as for the treatment in the concentration form, they use as a medicinal. These herbs are in the concentrated form used for the medicine, for the treatment of the ailments whatever they are coming across. So herbs plays the important role in the maintenance of the good health as well as the treating the disease they come across.
so herbs, as we know, is used for immunity. So what does herbs basically do for Ayurveda? So can we have some of the words about
In this pandemic, we used so many herbs for the management of the viral diseases such like COVID. For example, the Ayush Kashaya, whatever we are publicizing or whatever we are telling, the Ayush Kashaya prepared out of these herbs only, that to the kitchen materials like tulsi, dalchini, ginger and pepper. These are crushed into the coarse powder and they are preparation of the decoction and adding some jaggery or honey and something, prepare and filter it and use it for the drinking purpose. That increases the immunity.
what are the steps taken by the government for traditional medicinal system?
Ayurveda is one of the ancient system and the oldest system of medicine in the world. Our government formed Srivatsav 1975 committee, which emphasized on spreading and improving traditional system in India. And a national policy, Indian traditional national policy was formed in 2002, which highlighted all the efforts and improvement by the Indian system of medicine and health, ISMNH then, regarding traditional systems.
Doctor, can you tell us the common ailments in which people are facing every day in reality?
Today, I would like to throw some light on musculoskeletal diseases which are very rampant in India.
Okay.
So, among that is simple, what we come across day to day in our dispensaries is about joint pain. Many patients come to us with joint pains.
Okay.
Basically, these joint pains are caused due to malnutrition, you can say.
Yeah.
Then due to in the water, there will be fluoride. Earlier where I was working, there used to be a lot of patients with fluoride, with joint pains.
Okay.
That was due to fluoride in water content.
Okay.
Then again, due to malnourishment, as I said, so improper intake of food. Basic our Ayurveda science teaches us about diet, daily regimen, what we call as dinacharya. So in that we have to have balanced food.
Okay.
We have these shadrasa yukta ahara, what we call. In that we have this madhura rasa, sweet, amla rasa, lavana rasa, katu, tikta and kashaya. So these are 6 kinds of rasas which have to be consumed in a balanced manner. So when these are imbalanced, we get disease. Now I am going to show you how to prepare pain oil at home. So at home you will be having oil, actually this is gingerly oil, about 50 ml of gingerly oil. This is the best oil. If you don't have this, you can use Yeranda Taila, what we call castor oil. Then garlic you will be having at home. So 1 or 3 cloves of garlic. Then this is camphor, 1 or 2 camphor buttons like. So first you need to heat oil, then crush the cloves of garlic, then crush the camphor also. So I have just crushed it, kept it ready. Then this is the garlic. Now the oil is heated. So now you have to mix the crushed garlic, allow it to heat. As the active principles of garlic are absorbed by the oil, we have to put off the flame. After this, we have to allow it to cool. The same way, we have this whitest nirgundi what we can call. These leaves also can be used instead of garlic, and even eucalyptus, nilgiri what we call, even those leaves also can be cut into small pieces, crushed in the same way, then heated in this oil, and this after it cools, add a pinch of camphor. This has volatile effect, so you should not heat much. Once it is mixed well, strain in a muslin cloth or a clean Kora cloth. Here I have used bandage as this is a hospital. So once it is strained, you can store it in a clean container, allow it to cool. This can be used for any pains anywhere, but the skin shouldn't be open, like in case of some cracks or some wounds, you should not use it. Only when there is some pain, internal pain, joint pains or any other kind of pains, this oil can be warmed a little, then applied over the area where it is paining. After straining, you can store it in a clean bottle. Glass bottle is better. Morning and evening 2 times you can use this oil for massage wherever you have pain. Then after that, heat salt or sand and tie it in a cloth, and you can apply it over the pain area. So this is how you can prepare pain oil at home and use it effectively.
These are the treatments which are used from ancient times to present day. Some of them are Katibasti, Janubasti, Shirobasti, Nasya, and many more therapies are being used in traditional medicinal system. So doctor, can you just brief us about the women disorders that happen frequently?
If the woman is healthy, the whole family will be healthy. So one should concentrate on health of the woman. There are so many disorders which the woman is hesitant to tell even to her husband in the society. Raktapradara, that is menorrhagia, and leukorrhea, white discharge, we call it as Shvetapradara, and dysmenorrhea, that is difficulty or pain during the menstruation, and even the anemia plays a major role in woman health. Anemia is the main one, for which few medications which are available at the home I am going to show you. This is drumstick leaves. This is very good in almost all, it supplies almost all the vitamins. It is rich in iron, magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, etc. So by using this weekly twice at least along with other curries and dal, it is very good for the female health. One more drug which is helpful in anemia is Chakramuni, we call in Kannada and Sanskrit. This is in English we call it as multivitamin plant. It is very rich in iron. Like other salads, we can use these leaves as raw one with vegetables also, and with other green leafy vegetables we can combine these leaves while cooking the curries and all. By using this for 1 month, at very good result we obtained in increasing HB% of the patients. This is hibiscus plant, Japa kusuma we call it as in Sanskrit. It is very good for female disorders. White flower variety we use in leukorrhea. 4 to 5 flowers we can crush, and that paste is used along with buttermilk or rice washed water to control the white texture. This is Mimosa pudica plant. In Hindi it is called as Lajwanti. In English it is called as touch me not plant. It is very good in controlling the bleeding disorder, excess bleeding. We call it as menorrhagia or metrorrhagia in English. In Ayurveda we call as Rakta Pradara. The leaf juice is very beneficial. This is Parna Bija we call in Sanskrit, that in English we call it as Bryophyllum. This leaf juice is also very good in Rakta Pradara or any other bleeding disorders we can use this. One more plant is Adatoda Vasika. We call as Vasa in Sanskrit. In Kannada it is called as Adusoge. This is also very good in controlling the bleeding disorders, and also it can be used in asthma, cough, cold and TB patients. Now I will show you how to prepare Swarasa or the fresh juice out of touch me not plant. You can collect only the leaves, or if the young plant is there, we can use panchanga. That means we can use the stem, young stem and leaf, flower, everything. Here I have taken the leaves. We have to wash it with water very well, so that its mud and everything should be cleaned first. And then you can use mortar and pestle for crushing the leaves, or we can use mixie, crush it. Now I am going to filter it. Now the fresh juice is ready. We can use 20 ml or 30 ml of this juice early in the morning in empty stomach, and evening once in the empty stomach for 2 to 3 days, or till the bleeding stops. The home remedies whichever is good, but you should not be taken continuously unless the doctor's advice.
Today I am at Government Ayurvedic Hospital, Dodbadapura, Bangalore Rural. Traditional medicinal system and herbs. What does these do and how does it function? Come, let us have a look. We have with us Dr. Tasneem, who is a Chief Administrative Officer. Doctor, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Can you just tell us what this is being done and what exactly is this treatment?
This treatment is called Katibasti. Here we use medicated lukewarm oil with the help of dough prepared with the lentil of black gram.
Okay.
So this treatment, we have to keep the oil for 10 to 15 minutes, and we have to keep on recycling it.
So what is the exact purpose of this treatment?
Actually, this treatment we prescribe in all Vata disorders, in the sense where here in the Kati region, the back region, where muscles, nerves and blood circulation, everything is important. So to ease the pain, especially in conditions like sciatica and slip disc, all these conditions, this treatment is helpful. This treatment we will do for a minimum of 5 to 7 days. So with the help of, along with this, we will give steam in the form of either Patrapinda Sveda or Nadi Sveda. So this lukewarm oil along with the steam increases the blood circulation in the local area, thereby relieving the pain, and henceforth the patient will be benefited.
आपका नाम?
चंद्रशेखर।
अब यहाँ कब से आ रहे हो?
5 डेज से आ रहा हूँ सर।
आप कैसे महसूस कर रहे हैं?
ठीक लग रहा है सर। अभी 7 डेज़ का कोर्स है, अभी 5 days में आ रहा हूँ ना, थोड़ा लग रहा है, ठीक लग रहा है सर.
इलाज कैसा चल रहा है?
गुड सर, अच्छा है सर.
So, can we consider this as a 100% cure, or the patient has to come again for the treatment if at all he faces these issues again?
No, actually, as for my clinical practice, see, with one sittings, the patient will be almost 50 to 80% he'll be benefited and the pain will be relieved. So we will ask the patient to come after 1 month or 2 months, depending on if the patient gets the pain. Usually, in my clinical practice, the patients will come only after 6 months or so because they'll be so benefited.
As I can see, now there are only small plants grown. Now here I came across a very big plant. So can you just brief me about this plant?
This is insulin plant.
Okay.
This is used in diabetes.
Okay.
As main part used is leaves and the rhizomes.
Okay.
This is called Nirgundi or Vitex nigundo. It's a best analgesic.
Okay.
So it is used in Panchakarma treatment as a painkiller. This is quadrangularis, Cissus quadrangularis or Asti Shrinkala or Mangaraballi, local language. It is rich in calcium. So it is used in bone disorders.
So how much time it generally takes to grow this plant?
Very fast growing plant. And it's grown in all herbal gardens. But in home also, in pot also you can grow this. Very good. This plant is called Amritpalli or Giloi or Tinosporo cardifolia. It's the best medicinal plant for all types of fevers. This plant is called Kumari. Botanical name is aloe vera. It is best used as a cosmetic and also liver disorders and gynec disorders, especially in dysmenorrhea, that is pain during menses. This plant is called Dodpatre or this is used in all types of cough and especially allergies. We call Shita-Pitta, this is used. This is Karipatta, best. It is used as rich in iron and used in all types of anemic disorders. This plant is Tulsi or Ocimum santum. It is best used in all respiratory tract infections like cough, cold and all skin disorders. Okay.
So in every house we can see a tulsi plant, so our viewers can have a nice idea about the tulsi plant.
It's got an antibacterial, antifungal and antiviral properties. So we worship this plant. Yes. Yeah. In Kannada it is called basle and in Hindi it is called batua and senapodium. It is a multivitamin plant, especially B12, rich in B12 and it has mouth ulcers. It is best used in mouth ulcers. It's a good plant.
As we can see here, there are a lot of medicines that are made of herbs or many kind of Ayurvedic products. So can you please brief us about the medicines here? Savas, arishtas, oils, tablets, kashaya powder are available here. All type of patients come here. Here we issue the medicines to the patients depending upon the prescription of the doctor. Now we have a patient who is benefited with this treatment for 2 years. So let us have an inside view of the patient, so how the treatment is going on and what is benefited to her.
ಸರ್ ನಾನು 2 ಇಯರ್ಸಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
From 2 years, I have been coming here and I have been practicing yoga too. Here in this hospital also, they teach us yoga. I had leg pain and also headache. By visiting this hospital and taking the treatment and by consulting Dr. Shweta, everything is getting cured. Dr. Shweta has given excellent treatment. She has also suggested walking. This has been communicated to others by telling that this hospital is good, and I also brought my daughter here for treatment. We have with us now who is a very good example of how the Ayurvedic treatment is benefited to them.
5 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದು.
From 5 years I am coming. I had lot of pain, and also the pain has also been started again. From the past 1 month I am coming to this hospital and taking medicines prescribed by the doctor, and this has been benefiting a lot to me, and I am getting cured. We saw how senior citizens and our age group react to traditional medicinal system and herbs. Our doctors have shown how exactly the traditional medicinal system and herbs function. There is still a lot to be told about traditional medicinal system. In this, we have just shown the basic part, how exactly the traditional medicinal system function. To know more about this and also to explore more about this in future, we all will meet up again. Namaskar.